We're going to focus on the current theme and have a look at a few things that you can do with your theme. Let's take a look at how the website currently looks again. This is where that's where I logged in. This is the website, your existing website, and how it looks at the moment. And if I go to one of these sub menus under appearance, we can change any of those. I'd like to just deal with background and header in this particular video tutorial. So let's have a look at what we can do with the background. The current color I have there is a light grey, and all colors are represented when it comes to the internet, or when it comes to HTML code for websites to represent color. They use a particular tag, as you can see as my example here. It always begins with the hash, and then it has 6 letters or numbers. If I was to change that to 6 Fs in a row, F, 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 then it comes to a white color. 6 Fs is the color code for white. So if I was to save that, click Save Options, go back to my page. I'm going to put this over here on the right. Go back to the page. I'm going to click the Home button or click the link up the top, refreshing the page, and you can see the complete page background is white. However, that doesn't define my page column very well. We have the center of the page here, where the content of the website is. We have a sidebar on, in this case, in this theme, it's on the right side. It might be on the left side. The sidebar might be on both sides. But you see, it doesn't define anything from the main block of the site, from the background. So let's take another look. How about we try a different color and put in 6 zeros. Mistake, eh? Would have gone red. Okay, 6 zeros. Great. Yes, 6 zeros, as you can see, is black. Luckily we have the preview button here. Saving the change, go back. Let's refresh that. And immediately that brings out the center of the page, the reading area, the part that you want your customer to look at very clearly, because it has a well-defined background. Black is suitable as a background, but you can also choose other colors from any thousands of color variations by clicking on Select a Color. And here we have a wheel and a square. Select your general color from the wheel around the outside. So say if I would like to actually turn it to be a green color, but then we have to choose within the square, because this varies it. And just watch the preview up the top. As I drag this around, not only are the numbers changing, but also the preview is changing. So if I want it to be particularly light and a lot of white in it, I would come up, I would drag it up to the top, or click up to the top area. You can click around if you like. If I want it to be dark color, we drag it or click near the bottom, somewhere in between. So I'm simply going to choose a variation on green. I like the grassy look green, bit of a greeny here. We click on Save Changes, and we go back and take another look at reloading the page. We have a very green background. or a very, yeah, whichever you choose. So that's where, if you want a color background, and we do have another choice of having an image as your background or putting an image as part of your background, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All we do is look at the section of upload image. We click on choose a file. This means we'll be grabbing a file that's from our own website, something that you have previously downloaded, or perhaps that created yourself. Now we're going to choose a let's go to this one. I know what this one is, and I can see I'm using a Mac, and I can see there's a preview here. So yours might look differently on your computer or on your Windows PC. So particularly like that. I have another option here. Okay, so this might be suitable. I've chosen an image that I'm going to import. I've clicked on that. I'll click open, and then go to see the name of the particular image. Oh, by the way, you need to use either a .jpg, a JPEG. You can use a .gif, GIF, or a .png. Either of those three. Other image formats don't actually work. It needs to be preferably a JPEG or a PNG. Let's click upload, and it just takes a few moments to upload. That's on its way up. What's happening now is that it's transferring that image from your computer and uploading it into your particular web space. Okay, so now we have the preview with a whole series of these sunflower images across the top. But if we go a little bit lower now, we have another option that has appeared, and we have a few choices of where that particular image goes. If we position, I'd like to position it as center. The image would be centered. You didn't see any difference there because I've got tile horizontally. I could put it as no repeat, so let's have a look at that. And, well, I'm not sure what the dimensions are going to be like, so I'm going to have a look at that. I've got it centered, I've got it as no repeat, and let's do this one first, and then click Save Changes. Then we go back to our web page, and once again we reload, refresh, or click on a link. Now that's actually hidden the image that I put in at the top, behind the actual page. That's no good. We don't see anything. The width of this image is obviously not good enough for being able to cover the width of the page. So therefore I'm going to do tile horizontally, and then Save Changes. Go back and have another look. Oh, by the way, I keep going to my tab because I have two tabs open here. I'm using the Chrome browser, which is really one of the best now. Chrome is a product of Google. You do have the choice, of course, of Internet Explorer, Microsoft Internet Explorer. You have Safari from Apple, and you also have Firefox, Mozilla Firefox. Each of these now have the ability to open new pages in tabs, and this is a good idea when you're working on going back and forward between windows, that you use various tabs. I've got a wallpaper on the back of my browser. So here is my dashboard, and if I click the other tab, I've got the page. Let's reload that, see what changes have been made by. Alright, that's not too bad. Of course, the thing is that things look a bit different when they're in different size windows, different size computers, viewing the same page on a laptop, you probably wouldn't hardly see any of the background at all. By my exiting the full screen, okay, so you see some images in the background, but it's not consistent right across. So it's a good idea to use an image that fits properly with your website. Right, so I will remove the background image. Let's see if we can look at another one real quickly. And I know it was one of these. Right. This may work better for us, for me for this. It's a 600 pixel width. It still might not be wide enough, so it's still going to tile across or tile over the whole page. There it is up the top. I've got it tile horizontally. Save the page. Let's have a look at. And if you want another way to get to your page, as it instructs here, visit your site to see how it looks. Okay, we're switching back. Refresh. Okay, but it gives you the idea of what you can do. That's for the background. This may in fact be something that is fixed on your particular design. You may not need to change any of this, but I'm showing you the options of how to change the